안녕하십니까. 수업실연을 시작하겠습니다. Alright, my lovely students. Yes, with all these lesson objectives, are you ready to dive into our fun English class? And class, do you remember what we will learn today? Yes, we will think about our relations. And let's start this lesson with our unit title. What is it? It is Enemy Pie. And class, today is our reading class, and we will read a story, and its title is Enemy Pie. And let's have a preparation first. Preparation for reading, okay? Firstly, yes, let's learn new words first. Never mind everyone, let's think about let's predict the story. Predict the story, okay? From the title, brilliant. And the title is Enemy Pie. So, can you predict what the story would be? Any tries? Choyeon, how do you think? There will be a pie, and it is for enemy. Okay, that's a good idea, Choyeon. And let's add something to Choyeon's idea. Anyone to try? Yes, what would happen after eating enemy pie? Mijin, what is it? Enemy will get hurt. Why is it? Because someone must hate enemy. Oh, that's brilliant predict. Like this, in our reading, there will be a relation problem, okay? And let's see what happened with enemy pie later. Good. Now we have predicted our story and title using our title. And before we start, let's activate our own experiences. So, our enemy time. Our enemy. For this one, we will have a pair talk. Okay? And for today's pair talk, the topic is our enemy. I mean, your enemy. So with your partners, you will share about your enemy in your life. For example, these days, my enemy could be my sister, because my sister always call me and make me buy her chicken. Okay, like that, there could be some enemy, right? So, when you ask a question, you can ask like, who is your enemy? And why is he or her your enemy, okay? And you can answer based on this question. So students on this side start first, ask the question, and students on that side we will answer and switch the role. I will give you 5 minutes to have a conversation. Go! Alright, time's up everyone. I heard many interesting stories. So, is there anyone who wants to present your idea? Yes? Mijong, what is it? Who is your enemy? Oh, that's interesting. You said your enemy is mathematics. Why is it? Because it's too hard to solve the problems. That could be possible. Like that, today we have many enemies in our we could have enemy in our lives, and we can learn how to resolve it, okay? Right. And last preparation. Yes, new words time. New words. So class, please turn to the page 71 now and look at the reading material. And then just call me if you have any words you want to learn. Okay, 동식, you want to learn get rid of. Okay, that's good. Mijin said, Mijin, what is it? You want to learn allowed to. I can hear you said disgusting. Okay, so let's learn those words and let's learn get rid of. I will give you example, and what is your job? You will guess the meaning. Okay, this is what happens. If I can get rid of my enemy, I don't see my enemy anymore. So let me say again, if I get rid of my enemy, I don't see my enemy anymore. So who want to try to guess? Chohi? Aha! Ah, you don't have any enemies, so that means, aha, you said you can remove your enemy. That's brilliant. Like that, we all learned and guessed correctly the new words. So now, class, we have our prediction about the story and our own experience related to the topic and new words. Now what? Brilliant. Now let's move on to our reading. And same page 71. And for today's reading, let's have a first cycle first. And first cycle is to find gist. And what is the gist, everyone? Yes, it's very similar to main idea. And in the story, how can we find the gist? Let me give you a hint. You will focus on main character. Main character and what event there is. Event that for main character. Okay? If you find main character and main event, you can find the gist. Okay? Good. And you can work with your partners, and I will give you 3 minutes to find the main character and main event. Okay? Are you ready to start? Alright, let's go! Just to keep in mind, today we have 2 main characters. Go! Okay, time's up, everyone. Let's check what to find out. So, who wants to try? Who are the main characters? Chohi, that's right, a boy. And who was it? Who else can you find? Dongshi, that's right, a boy and Jeremy Rose. And what is the main event? They fight or who said that? They became friends. Oh, so what happens? Suddenly they became friends from enemy. Then let's add from enemy. Okay, so let's see what happened in detail. So we will have a second reading, and to help understand the storyline, I have prepared storyline graph. Okay, for this one, let me give the worksheet for each student. Make sure all of you got your worksheet. And in the worksheet, what can you see? There is a graph. Mathematics, sorry, Minjung, but that's okay, right? So, scene 1, first paragraph. Scene 2, second paragraph. Scene 3, what is it? Third, scene 4. We have 4 scenes, and here is what you're going to do. Here, this is how you do it, okay? This part is relation of boy and Jeremy, okay? Relation and boy and Jeremy. You can see, you can check it, okay? So, as for the first part, they here good, and below the good, it's bad. For example, as in scene 1, what happened? Yes, they become enemies. So you can check like here or here, like that. So you will check their relations, good or bad, for each part, and then you will describe events for each. Okay? So it can take a little while, right? And you need help. So you can work with your partner again and check the relation and summarize events. Okay? Good. What do we do? Yes, 2 things. Firstly, check the relation, good or bad, and events. Alright? Brilliant. And I will give you 10 minutes and let's go. Okay, Sujong and Dongshik, what is it? Do you have any questions? May I take a look? Aha, you think scene 2, okay. Oh, scene 2 has a father, and you can focus on the story conversation with a boy and father. Okay, go ahead. Okay, time's up, everyone. Now eyes to the front again. Let's check their relation. For in the first scene, what happened? Right, Choyan. They became a boy began to feel Jeremy as an enemy. So if you have an enemy, the relation is bad. So let me check here. Is that correct? Good. What happened in scene 2? Conversation with father. And do you see? The relation is still bad. And something happened in scene 3. What happened? But what happened in last scene? Any tries? Choyan, that's brilliant. They suddenly became good friends. So this is what happened in the story of enemy pie. And we all briefly check the events of each scene. Alright, class. Now we all understand Jeremy and a boy suddenly became friends to each other. And yes, do you know how they became enemy? Yes, it must be related to enemy pie, but we don't know, right? So now it's our time to use our creativity. So you will finish it with a writing activity. Let's write. And this is our group work. So let's make group of 4 students first. 동식, 소정, 수진, 초연, you're the last group. Right now, all we are in group, right? And do you need something else? Aha! Let me give you a guideline with role assignment. So as this is our, yes, creative activity and group writing, we need some roles. Alright? Firstly, yes, group 6 and 4, you have 5 students, that's okay. So, firstly, you need a group leader. And what is the leader's role? Yes, help all members participate, and yes, that's right. And secondly, you need a writer. What is the writer's role? Yes, writing down into the good handwriting. You need an idea bank. Idea bank's role is, yes, think about anything fun. If group have something, group cannot find interesting idea, that's right. And other than that, we need a language checker. Alright. And what do we do about the 5th member? You will do the helper role for language checker and idea banker, okay? That's great. Now, we will use this role as a guideline and we will finish our plot twist. So, let's write plot twist. For this activity, please turn to the page 72. So if you look at the page 72, what can you find? Yes, all the blanks start with, yes, the moments of scene, last part of scene 3, beginning part of scene 3. So the enemy pie, it was taste bad. And then it goes to the scene 4. What happens? 소정, that's right, they suddenly became friends. So you will describe what happened, alright? And when you do this, let me give you 3 guidelines first. Firstly, you will think about plot twist. Plot twist. So, when you think of plot twist, what do we need? Be creative. And it must be to the point. To the point. It means the story must make sense. Or it could be fun if you want. And then, yes, I want you to use new expressions from enemy pie, okay? And as this is a climax part, yes, the conflict should be resolved. So they suddenly became friends. So you will describe how they suddenly became friends using 5 sentences. But how many sentences? 5 sentences. Okay, with this guideline, let's make our plot twist. Let's go. Yes, you have 15 minutes. Let me see group 2. Okay, who is the leader? Leader, can you help idea banker? Yes, give him some direction. Okay. Oh, you did a very good job, language person. Yes. Alright, time's up everyone. Now you all finish your stories and let's move on to our presentation. Present, and interestingly, you will have a peer assessment. So peer check. And for this presentation, let me give you 3 group guidelines. So group members, you will have the scoring paper. Have you got ones? Great. And how many points can you find? Aha, it's divided into 2 parts. And what is the first part? It is story. And what is the second part? It says presentation. Presentation. And well, how can you check the story? First, second, and third. Aha, you will use the guideline. So you will check how plot twist is interesting. And what about second one? Yes, you will check new expressions. And what about third one? Aha, the conflicts solved with 5 sentences. Brilliant. And as for the presentation, how can we check it? Aha, 2 points are there. First one, confidence. 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 How can we check confidence, everyone? Yes. 종현, what is it? You said confidence with loud voice and clear pronunciation. That's good. And eye contact. That's another point. Very good. And what is the second one? Aha, coordination. Coordination. So we will check all group members' participation. And for each point, you will give 3 points. So what is the total? Brilliant. 15 points. So every time your other group's presentation, listen carefully, and what do? Yes, you can check the scores. And last one, you need to give them comment. What comment? Yes, good point. You will say good points of each presentation, okay? So who wants to start first? Let me see the random assignment program. Click. Oh, group 2, come to the front. And everyone listen carefully. Very good. Go back to your seat. So check your score. And now next group, click. Alright, time's up everyone. Now we all finish our scoring. And I will collect them later. Just keep it for now. And after all these stories of resolving conflict, how do you feel? Aha, you feel relieved a little bit. Then let's share our own experience now. Our own experience. And this will be another pair work. So meet your partners again. Good. Now, what is the topic? Yes, how did you solve? Okay, so this time you will think about experience solving conflict with others, okay? And you will share it like we did before, okay? Good. And let's go. 5 minutes. Alright, time's up. Is there anyone who wants to share your ideas? 초현, what is it? Oh, you were enemy with mathematics, but now became friends. How did you solve it? Oh, by using interesting application. Alright, that's a good way. Like that, you know what, everyone? Conflict is everywhere, but you can resolve it with, yes, your creativity and warm heart. And before we wrap up our class, let's have one language feedback. During your writing, I have noticed a common point. One is you understand the conflict and resolution very well. That's a good point. And one minor thing, I have noticed some of you use like this. he was allowed to cookies. And what's the problem with it? It sounds a little fine. He allowed to eat cookies, right? What's the problem? I already said the answer. When you use allowed to, yes, you need to describe action that he's allowed to. So instead of saying just cookies, what can we say? And he tries, and 당연히 민정, that's correct. You will use eat or make or have and many other action words. Other than that, it was brilliant. 이상으로 수업 시간을 마치겠습니다. 들어주셔서 감사합니다.